Good morning, my brothers and sisters, my friends. Today, I'm going to talk about nanism, dwarfism, okay? Triangulitis. You got these people like on the Iberia of the Mediterranean coast in Europe, like Portugal, all these people in Eritrea, in Africa. Yeah? So we're talking about nanism, dwarfism, okay? Very little creatures. They got all this the fiction that we read for our children. Oh, the seven dwarfs, all that kind of stuff. So, in our case, all my life in this country has been a battle to get me under the control and management of these dwarfs. So, when they get me this employment interview for Royal Free Hospital, there was a guy, Djibouti, from Eritrea called Sami Hatta. The guy was very short, man. Okay. So, in the ancient Egypt history, theories, so they used to give these dwarfs. So, they were kind of like a horse powers, they tell horses, like they give them really petty jobs because they don't have a self-confidence, like they are kind of like downtrodden people. They give them so much trusted job role because these people they cannot challenge the law. Okay? So they are trusted, my friend. For them, get sacked from that job post is like life and death. Okay? So this Sami Atta, during the interview, there were three people. Fiona Sinclair, I think she was Irish Catholic, Roman Catholic. Dr. Michael Pickles. The guy was very tall, Caribbean, and he was a geriatric physician consultant. Very tall guy. He had a problem with bones, so his legs used to hang each other. The guy was so tall. You know, these people they go problem with their bones, some kind of problem with their rheumatology. Okay, so Fiona Sinclair, she was the ward manager, head of the nurse, and Dr. Michael Pickles, Caribbean, problem with his bones, rheumatology, Caribbean man. He was geriatric physician consultant. And the third was Sami Atta, a dwarf guy. Like, so much gamma. The tallest with a problem with his bone and the tiniest nanis. Nanis is dwarf, okay? So the Sami was the same as our level. All the people that worked, we used to have this Rudy. He was the head of these trade unions, okay? We call the unionism. The guy was so loud he can hear his voice all the way from. If he's speaking in the ground, he can hear his voice in the ears. So the guy speaks so loud so that he can be noticed, attention seeker. So the whole idea was to make me under the management of dwarfs, nanism. Okay, number one. And so then I came again. I went there again in 2010 to work as a information analyst. The guy was called the line manager was called Rakesh Patel, an Indian, another dwarf with the nanism. Okay? It's very funny. So when they got me another employment for Northern and Eastern Information Support Unit, the head of the performance department was called Sylvia Kennedy, a dwarf, literally official dwarf. She was sit on the table so that she can run the meeting. Dwarf, okay, nanism, triangulites, okay. So I worked in that department for 4 years. Sylvia Kennedy, Sylvia Pancras was the lady, one of these UK suffrage from the private area of this industrial or this metal work, coal workers from Manchester in the Midlands. So she used to campaign for ladies to vote. Okay, so they got her hooked with this dwarf leader called King Haile Selassie. The lady was she had more power than all the Ethiopians. So she had a children, Richard Pancras, and his son Alula Pancras. Okay, Alula happened to be the general of the Tigrayan from Tembien. Okay? So the guy, her grandson, she called him Alula. This dwarf, my friend, okay, Haile Selassie, they sold him, they bought him. Okay, so this is why, in order for the Europeans to annihilate all the tall, maybe good-looking people, they use these dwarf people. They give them high privileges, then they kill all the good-looking people. Okay, so dwarfism, nanism. So you catch me. And when I went to Eritrea, because they gave me so much pain in this country, my parents told me, you have to settle my son, we're gonna get you like a woman. I told them, hey, don't plagiarize me, all that kind of stuff like that, because you cannot absolutely true. Your parents, my I said, okay, let me see, okay. So they brought me someone. My dad initially said, like they had this wheat flour miller. They are from Mbahmuti. Okay, so the man was a dwarf with him. On all his children, all this. Rusum, he's in Dubai now. Very dwarf, man is, really disgusting. So I said, no, Dad, I'm not gonna, I don't want it. So because my father had a lot of respect for the gentleman called Mr. Ta'amit. The man was very dwarf. They are very famous in terms of riches in that area. Local billionaire. They don't billionaire. They are rich to the people, but they just really pity. They don't even exist in the world, wide world. So I said, no, Daddy, no, I don't want it. I want to marry a woman. At least I can be satisfied with her looks. So I did, and these people were so cross, my friend. They had a good. So this he got this Eob Hadish, he got married. He's from Mandafara. He was my classmate. He got married to this and Ta'amit. And the guy, he's like a slave, man. He's a slave of their family empire, enterprise. So he got this guy, Hadish, Sergeant Hadish, his brother, older brother. The guy follows me everywhere because they are slaves, my friend. Okay, they are operatives working under umbrella of the dwarf nanism. Okay, that's why this guy Hadish is following me everywhere in London. He's got his his sister husband out looking like this cockroach, very short guy. I think he smokes non-stop like a chimney. I think he's from Hawat or Mandafara. So he's the husband of his sister. So the whole idea is this in the time. Okay, their daughter, because his little brother, he's in Mombasa now. He does some kind of business. So in this I've got a lot of businesses in Rwanda and in Tanzania, all that area. These people are tall people area, my friend. Because these are dwarfs, my friend. I think they are very famous in that area. This Russo guy in Dubai was a really close friend of Daniel Bellezza, okay, who's working for University College London. So the guy had connection with the people that we used to work for in St. Mary, Paddington, okay, Imperial Hospital, using this LinkedIn. Okay. So this guy was so cross, man. How dare this guy say no? I'm not gonna marry his sister. Like so, that was the initial start of the grudge that they had. Okay, so they had this Mr. Katama. He's from Dixa, very dwarf man. The guy doesn't do anything, man. He lives on income support. He's got around maybe 12 or something children, family. So he lives by milking the income support taxpayers in London, and he had a business of hotel, okay, guest house in Juba. The guy talks so much. So I got introduced to this really crazy man via Bethel Jacob, because she's happened to be my kind of like relative, distant relative. She's worked for this hair shop in Brixton. This week she was working there. So this man would come to me like, oh, my friend, I got a cousin. He's a general. He's a liar. I think maybe he's got a relative in Eritrea, kind of platoon leader in the military or something. The guy talks so much. He's a bully. So this country, they made me under the management of two dwarfs called Dr. Gush, an Indian guy from these outpatients in Brixton. And the other African was Olu, another dwarfs. The whole idea is for them to get me to be managed by dwarfs. Okay. So this guy, Mr. Katama, would come to the cafe shop where this Dr. Ghosh Indian used to follow me to every cafe. So he said that, so these Eritreans, what they do, they sell organs of Eritreans. They make a deal with this cadaver, all these doctors in the UK. So the guy came to the cafe, Fortune Cafe in Stockholm. He sat there and I said, what is he doing? So he wants that connection with this Dr. Ghosh, an Indian guy. He said, like, my friend, we got positioning in Eritrea. I got related, like, that time the ambassador of Eritrea for the UK was called what's his name? Haptamariam, Stephanos Haptamariam. Now they send him to Saudi. Okay, so he was here. He said, the ambassador of Eritrea is from my village. So the guy talking about, we need his organ, get him into hospital and extract his lungs and his liver and his kidneys. We want it. So he was making connection to this Dr. Ghosh. You see my point? So that's what dwarfism, my friend. These dwarfs, they follow me everywhere. There are plenty of them, thousands. Really scary, man. It's like a termites, man. They follow me everywhere. So this is what the English people do, man. If they want to target you, they choose you using dwarfs. Okay? Because they are trusted people, man. Very fanatic. They can shoot everyone. They can just take all the organs from hospitals by making a deal with these people, dwarfs. Nanism is the keyword, okay? So this and that, or whatever, rubbish man. So my sister Diana is really tall, super tall, beautiful girl. So when she was doing her degree, she did her thesis dissertation about this little petite stone called Mbakhberti, about the history, kind of this legend about her. And I said, Diana, what's this thesis for you doing? She said, Daddy, my brother, I'm doing this research about this Mbakhberti village, this little rock. It's like a stone rock. So this man, dwarf man called Abu Hamid from Mbakhberti, hired my sister to do her thesis for at the College of Arts and Social Science. Can you believe it? This is to the extent, these really dwarf people, they try to buy your family, my friend. My sister, a supermodel, beautiful girl. The family of Nat Ahmed, dwarf, all of them nannies, all their ears, disgusting, even to look at them, my friend. You cannot even eat food seeing their really ugly faces like this. What's in it? Most of it is in Dubai. Whole family. So they bought my sister